I think imposter syndrome comes from a position where you think you should be able to do something better than you can. So that's ego, right? Because you're like, oh, I'm smart, so I should be able to do this, 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 and this, right? If you thought you were terrible, why would you have any expectations of yourself? You don't. So it comes partly from ego, but it also comes from this misconception that you have to prove yourself to someone. And feeling like you have to perform to a certain level, you have to impress people. And then when there's a topic that you don't know, you're like, oh my God, oh no, everyone's going to realize I don't know this thing and I need to prove that I'm good enough, So again, this also comes from a sense of trying to improve your self-confidence. And to me, that's also an ego-driven thing. So my theory around this is, rather than viewing it as having to prove yourself when you're in a team, the idea is instead to view being the worst in the room as a blessing. Because if you're the worst in the room at something, that means you have a room full of people you can learn from. You have a room full of people who are going to make you better. Tech is such an enormous field. Even if you just take one sliver of it, let's say mobile React Native development, right? Let's take one little sliver of tech. That itself has so much within it that you can be a specialist in. You cannot be ashamed of the gaps in your knowledge. You have to walk in being like, yeah, I've got gaps, he's got gaps, she's got gaps, we've all got gaps in our knowledge. The difference is, are you the kind of person who can put your hand up and say, I have this gap, teach me? Yeah, I want to learn, make me better. Or are you the person who goes, I have this gap, now I'm going to go hide and try to avoid this completely because I'm too scared to admit it in front of people. And then you try to learn it yourself. But to be honest, like learning it yourself, it's much quicker to just ask someone who already knows.